What's the word, ladies and gentlemen? It is championship day in the NFL. My name is Colby Marshall, and you have found another edition of the Cheesesteaks Takes podcast show, the only multi-generational podcast show where we discuss Philly sports. We're going to be talking some football today with the championship games going on. I'm here with my dad, Troy Marshall, my uncle, Chuck Butler, cousins Noah and Drew Butler. We're snowed in today, guys. I'm not going to lie, I have not done a whole lot of shoveling today. My dad did all the shoveling. Good job, Dad. And he cooked a delicious breakfast for the whole family.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. I shoveled and came in and then cooked breakfast.
You should be taking a nap.
I did take a nap. And then you guys woke me from my nap because we had to do the podcast. So thank you.
We're gonna get Cranky Dad on the podcast today.
That's how we like.
I want all of you guys fired.
Me and my dad watched a really good soccer game, Manchester United Arsenal. Shout out Man U that got the victory in a 3-2 shootout against Arsenal, the leaders of the Premier League. We won't talk about that whole bunch on this episode. We're gonna kick off with a little football talk with the Birds. Still haven't found an offensive coordinator, fellas. So we're gonna talk about what's been going on with that search. I'll kick it to you first, Noah. I know we've talked a little bit about who we would like to see in that role next year, but I'll ask you the question: why do you think, this search is taking so long for the Eagles to find an offensive coordinator? Putting you on the spot a little bit.
I believe that nobody wants to work with Nick Sirianni. That's what I want, and I feel like nobody wants to deal with. And I feel like nobody wants to deal with the people like us, like the media that covers Philly. They don't want to deal with that. Which is
the people that egg houses.
Like some of the questions that like even you guys asked me, like my father asked me, like it makes even me angry. So I can imagine you working for.
What kind of questions do I ask you?
That's besides the point. But yeah, I feel like nobody wants to work with Sirianni or deal with what happens when Philly fans don't get the results they desire.
I mean, this is an attractive job, isn't it? I would think. You have a Super Bowl ready team. I know it's going to look a little different after free agency.
You have
an owner who spends a lot of money that doesn't meddle. You have we'll probably talk about Jalen. You have a stable situation at quarterback. You have passionate fans. If you win, you are on top of the world. If you win, you're getting a head coaching job. I don't know. I think it's an attractive job. What do you guys think?
I think that just speaks.
I honestly think it depends on who you're asking. Some coordinators may think it is an attractive job. I think most of the guys that we were looking at, the Mike McDaniels and the Dabols, who were head coaches in this league for a while, they're probably looking at the situation to Noah's point. Like, I don't want to work under Sirianni. And I don't think it's any disrespect to him or a lot of disrespect to him. It's just that, listen, I'm his equal. Like I don't want to work under him. So let me go someplace else. Plus, listen, in Mike McDaniel's case, where would you rather be, Philly or the West Coast? If his wife's family is from the West Coast, then yeah, that seems to be a better spot. And if the job is a OC, if it's a head coaching job, then maybe you go anywhere. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go to San Diego over Philly.
And then you think
with your boyfriend, favorite quarterback, Troy? You rather?
Listen, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, Noah made great points. Like, he doesn't have to deal with the Philly media. He doesn't have to deal with the Philly fans. Over in the Charger country, they may not be as educated as we are and passionate as we are as fans. I don't know one
Charger fan. I've been watching football for 15
years.
Yeah,
like, so it's easy over there. And to be honest with you, if a coach is picking the Chargers because it's easier over there, I don't want him in Philly anyway. Give me a coach who's going to rise to this challenge.
Yeah, that wants to be.
You know, so yeah, he just whether he wants to be here or not, he sees this as a challenge. He wants to challenge himself. He wants to be a better coach. So I'm going to Philly because I know Philly's going to make me a better coach. Some way, somehow, so they will.
Listen,
That's what I want.
I'm
from
not
from
heartbroken
OC.
having Dable or McDaniel.
Neither am I. Neither am I.
I know at the last podcast, I think McDaniel was number one on your list, Troy. I was, you had mentioned, I think I had the Baltimore OC as my number one choice. And you were like, oh, well, I watched a lot of Baltimore games.
Monk?
And have you watched a lot of Miami games? Have you checked their offense out? Like, they're okay, but they're not like a raving success. So
No, but like to me, I think Mike McDaniels is a better OC than he would be head coach. And that's just my opinion. Some guys are just not meant to be head coaches. Sirianni's not meant to be an OC. I think he's a better head coach than he would be an OC. To be honest with you, I'm just being honest. That's what I think.
good point.
Like I wanted Mike McDaniels, but that was it's a bad list, to be honest with you. I'm not excited about any of these guys that are floating around. It's
why isn't your boyfriend like Frank Reich or even like Dougie P? I don't hear their names at all.
I don't know. Maybe they don't want to work with. Maybe they don't want to work with Sirianni. I have no idea.
Those guys don't have.
Frank Reich worked with him before.
Those guys.
I know. Maybe that was enough.
Yeah. What you said, Noah?
I don't know. And again, go ahead, I'm sorry, Noah. What'd you say, Noah?
Said they don't have jobs. They don't have jobs for a reason right now. Like I don't know why we're. Like I know it's like you guys miss how the offense used to look, but like it's not gonna look like that anymore.
What?
Like Doug Peterson.
It could look better. It could look better. Like it. Listen, I think I want
a young,
coach,
innovative mind to be our coach, not one of these old. Like I don't want.
Didn't we just have that? Didn't we just have that? We didn't have a young. We didn't have a young, innovative mind come in and Kevin Patullo.
Let's call KP back, Noah.
We just
get him on
like
the
when you like that's.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. We had a young, innovative mind. We had a young, innovative mind on the defensive end a couple years ago, and we had to get rid of him. We had to get rid of him for an old coach who's set in his ways, who's grumpy, who coaches hard. And look where the defense is. Like, to me, Jalen Hurts, well, I love him, but I think he needs to be coached hard. He has to, I think the coach that we need needs to make him feel uncomfortable to get better. I don't think Sirianni is invested in Jalen Hurts' improvement, to be honest with you. He's invested in Jalen Hurts not turning the ball over, right? And that doesn't make Jalen Hurts a better quarterback, in my opinion. Like whatever Jalen Hurts is uncomfortable with, whatever he's uncomfortable with doing, if he's uncomfortable throwing down the middle, or if they think that, dude, we have to have like 5 or 10 plays. Jalen, you got to throw this down the middle. You have to. We're not going to avoid the things that we think is your weakness. We're going to turn those weaknesses into a strength. And I think you need a harder coach to do that.
When we see Jalen as best, it was a young, innovative mind that was.
Okay, and listen, and that's fair. Let's bring Shane Steichen back.
To Troy's point, I think an older coach would be able to get Jalen to do those things he may not be comfortable with. Like they may just have a little more cachet to do that instead of like
correct
Kevin Patullo, who just trying to figure things out himself. So yeah, I do want to ask though, like, what do you out of the guys who are left? Like, who do you? Cope, I know you brought up like Nagy last podcast. Like, who do you guys want that's left?
Did you see that?
I think Noah threw up. I think Noah threw up at the sound of Nagy's name.
Like that's like the fact we even interviewed him is just a joke. Like I don't even.
Did
Yeah,
you see
he
that they
essentially-
requested to interview the Cowboys OC Clayton Adams, and the request got denied?
Oh no.
Wait, say that again.
That they requested to interview Dallas's offensive coordinator Clayton Adams, but Dallas blocked the request.
I didn't know that. Well,
Dallas was second
Why
in
didn't we
total
block-
offense last year.
Why didn't we block the request for our D-backs coach? I wonder why.
because
you
he
No,
got a
I'm
position.
not. I'm not wondering why.
going-
I'm not wondering why.
he's going for a promotion. Like you can't.
I know.
block-
I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I was just joking.
Listen, this is the top of my list. If he doesn't get the Bills job, they're talking about Joe Brady. Again, we're kind of scraping at the. I mean, he's a good coach. I'm not going to diss him, but he might be someone the Eagles may look at. I think he fits that. Troy, what we're looking for, like someone maybe something a little more of a vet. He fits that description. If they go this like off the chart, get someone like a really young first time LC, they're talking about Charlie Weiss Jr. I don't know much about him. I don't know if you guys heard anything. But it is it's not a ton of candidates left, at least that I've heard of. I don't know if you guys heard anyone else. The Dallas one is interesting.
What about
I haven't heard.
what
much.
about Cliff Kingsbury? You guys have any feelings
I've
about
heard
him?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him. He's a vet, but he's not. Yeah, I think he fits your build, Troy. Of like maybe he's not a good head coach. He maybe just meant to be an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly,
Anything that the Cardinals have done offensively hasn't wowed me in recent years. Really, with Kyler Murray,
or-
Marvin. He was never able to unlock Marvin Harrison really since he's been a pro.
I mean, last year he got a lot of love with the Commanders. Tons. I'm surprised he didn't get a coaching job after last year. So,
Oh, he was with Washington last year.
yeah.
Yeah.
I realized.
The last 2 years he was with Washington. Can
as long as
let
it's
me-
not Matt Nagy or that Jim Bob Cooter guy that's from the Colts, that's like Nick Sirianni's best friend or whatever. Like I'm tired of that.
Nagy
On a-
essentially got fired, right? Like they replaced him already with Eric Bieniemy, right? Like he can't go back to Kansas City.
Who, Nagy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't go back. Like, you know what? Why didn't we? Why wasn't Bieniemy on our radar?
That's a
I
good
thought
point. I
about
don't
him a
know.
couple of weeks ago, and I never mentioned him. I'm like,
that's
where
true.
the heck
I
is
don't
Eric Bieniemy? Like he would
He
be.
was in college, wasn't he?
I would take him. I don't know, but he's somebody that I would definitely
The running
take.
backs
But
coach.
that's another thing. Like if I'm Eric Bieniemy, I'm looking at Nick Sirianni like, dude, I am not working under you. Like you are not giving me any kind of advice. I would go back to Andy Reid, but that's about it. Like I'm not. I think Noah's right. Like I think a lot of it has to do with Nick Sirianni and how he's viewed across the league by other coaches and personnel.
Well-
and I'm not saying that they hate him. I'm just saying that they probably don't really believe in him. And like if I go to work for the Eagles, I can't answer to him. Can't answer to him.
I do expect Noah to say something like that, Troy. But I do have to ask, like, how much it is of where I'm going with this? Is it Jalen? Is it Jalen's fault that like we can't get a quality offensive coordinator?
Could
Say
be.
it's his
In-
fault.
in a
is a little
roundabout-
crazy.
Listen, in a roundabout way, it's possible. And again, I think it has to go back to Sirianni. I just don't. I don't think Sirianni again is invested in his development as a top notch quarterback. He's more concerned. He's more concerned with Jalen. We don't want to turn the ball. We don't want to turn the ball over. Like, we win a turnover battle. We'll win, no matter what it looks like. Just don't turn the ball over. And I think that's and a case in point. Go ahead.
To an extent, shouldn't that be his main concern, winning football games? And to an extent, doesn't Jalen have to take accountability and get better at certain things on his own?
Yes, that's fair. That's fair. But Jalen can get better on his own. But if he steps into the game and the coach is still like, we need to play conservative because if we win the turnover battle, we're going to win the game, then all the work that Jalen has done is basically going for naught for the most part, right?
Right. So the fact that they're not throwing the ball down the middle is telling me he's not putting the work in that he should be on that aspect of his game. And that's why
That's possible. That's possible, but I've seen him throw the ball down the middle, and it's fine, right? I've seen him make every type of throw, and it's fine. But why did they have him just throwing? Listen, he's not a perfect quarterback, but no quarterback is, right? As a quarterback, you work on your strength. You can work on your strength all you want in practice, but I want to see it during the game. I mean, you can work on your weakness all you want to practice. I want to see it during the game, right? So,
I've real quick. I've referenced it a lot. The beginning of the season when they won the Super Bowl, when they made that transition to start running the ball a lot more. I don't know if you guys remember, but before those couple of games to start that year and into the previous year, he was on a horrible turnover streak, Jalen Hurts. Like, he had thrown 15 interceptions that year before. He was fumbling, throwing the ball down the middle. He was throwing into triple, double, triple coverage. Like, it seemed like every time he was trying to throw the ball down. And they made that switch to run the ball more that year, and it led to them winning the Super Bowl. So I wonder if they're like, okay, we're not going to risk playing like that again if that formula is going to help us win a Super Bowl.
Okay. And the previous time they went to the Super Bowl, how did they get there?
Yeah, he was airing it out. And
right.
I've also brought up that was his breakout year. That was the year that people really didn't know how to. There wasn't the blueprint on how to stop him as a dual threat quarterback. The next year there was that blueprint after he broke out that first year.
Can I just say?
It's just the thought.
That year we had all those picks. Like, some of those, like, his turnover worthy play rate wasn't even that high. Like, some of those were the most
here it comes. Here comes the Jalen
turnovers ever. Bouncing off of Goddard's hands. I remember one time Goddard hit his hands and then bounced off his feet and then was picked. And everyone wants to act like he's this turnover machine. He fumbled a lot, yeah. But everyone also wants to say that he can't throw over the middle of the field. I've seen it multiple times. I've seen it.
He doesn't.
How is he supposed to throw the middle field when there's nothing over the middle field but hitches, Dad? What is he supposed to do?
Right. And that's.
But this wasn't the first year. They were talking about this 2 years ago.
They've always said that, but it's never actually been true.
But Chuck again,
the numbers bear it out.
Correct. But again, we've always seen Jalen Hurts in Sirianni's offense. That's that's a big point for me.
Okay, that's fair.
He's only been playing under Sirianni's offense. I would love to see him. I watched him in college. I would love to see him in a different offense that not necessarily airs it out, but gives him options, better options than the passing game gives him in this offense.
So,
and also,
think about that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go.
So, did you guys listen to Nick Foles after the Eagles?
Yes.
Lost. Okay, so he was during that moment, when they called the timeout just before the fourth down pass, he was saying what usually should happen is the offense coordinator or the head coach goes to the quarterback and said, okay, what are you comfortable running here? Right. What do you want? Exactly. And obviously Nick Foles is famous for saying what he wanted was, the Philly special when they were fourth and whatever at the goal line. And no one, he was pointing out, no one was saying anything to anybody. Like Jalen was looking off in the crowd. Coaches weren't really saying anything. My point is,
Wait,
sometimes
are
it
you
feels
talking
like
about the play before the interception?
no. I'm talking about the
No.
fourth down that ended the game.
Fourth down.
Yeah, not the interception. That final play. The fourth down.
Yeah.
And I think at some point, like Jalen is running what he's comfortable with. And Drew, agree with you. I think they need to get someone who can make Jalen feel comfortable being uncomfortable.
Right.
And sitting in this offense where they're kind of catering him to him all the time, which they should. He's the quarterback. I'm sure Matt Stafford is running stuff that he wants to run. And with the Rams, I'm sure Joe Burrow is running. Joe Burrow, guess what? He doesn't like to be in the under center. And guess what? The Bengals are never under center because that's what he wants. And I understand that Jalen they need to run what he's comfortable with, but he does need to be uncomfortable a little bit because he's getting too predictable. Like this is like probably a third year in a row where people, you know what? He's not really throwing over the middle. So why are we even worried about it?
Right.
The other thing is, Troy, you had mentioned before that McDaniel probably he's from the West Coast. He probably went out there warmer weather. I think his wife's from the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
If your boy, Justin Herbert, was in Philly and Jalen Hurts was in San Diego, where do you think McDaniel goes? I see Noah's going to like turn his camera off in a second.
Because this is
I think he goes to San Diego. He's
not.
He goes to San Diego? He's not going to the Chargers for Herbert. He's not.
I think a little bit.
I don't think so.
I think he thinks. I think
okay.
He thinks
you have Justin Herbert. You have Justin Herbert, and what else? Like who? Like what's a better team, the Eagles or the Chargers, on paper, talent wise, player wise.
The Eagles are, but the Chargers are decent. They're right there.
Who's a better team? The Chargers had a better offense.
Yeah, Philly Eagles have more talent.
They have more talent. They don't have Saquon. They don't have AJ. They don't have Devontae. Yeah. They don't have Dallas Goedert. And I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying the Chargers don't have talent, but like
Eagles may not have that next year. Troy, would you describe? They may not have. We're going to talk about that. They may not have AJ. They may not have Goddard next year.
Right. Okay. But
maybe he's looking.
Who has a better front office to replace those guys?
Correct. I agree with you. I'm guessing he was strictly West Coast. He wants to go to West Coast.
Yeah, I just think his wife wants to go home. Fine. Okay. We could do this for a couple years, and then something else happens, then we'll check back.
But I guess my question was, do you think Jalen's inefficiencies, do you think that's scaring off any OCs?
All right, I need
because
I'm just trying to round Noah up, Troy. I don't make
listen.
I don't know where I'm gonna start right here, but
okay, if you think Jalen has inefficiencies, what's a better way to make a name for yourself than go to Philly and turn Jalen Hurts back into an MVP candidate?
I agree.
And also have a great chance of winning. Not only doing that, but have a great chance of winning a Super Bowl, and then going on to become your head coach. You're right. You're gonna take it somewhere, right?
Yeah,
so
that's a good point. I think a big part of the Eagles' offensive coordinator job being desirable is the fact that someone has the chance to turn this thing around. I don't think that's being talked about enough.
Yeah, good point.
And listen. It's not going to be hard to turn it around. Literally. Chuck, you can become the OC and do a better job than Kevin Patullo.
Yeah. I would like, listen.
No, Mia.
Guy, number 11. You see number 11 up there?
He can't, because hearing what he's saying right now, like he also has no idea what he's talking about either. So.
Who?
You.
Who?
Me?
Yes.
What did I say wrong?
First of all,
We're doing a
Everyone wants
podcast. I'm trying to spark up
everyone
some
wants to talk
conversation.
about like how limited Jalen Hurts is and stuff. Like, if he's so limited, why are we running pitches and out routes all game when those are throws that you usually need to have a good arm and good anticipation to throw, and that's the things that people say Jalen Hurts can't do. So why are we running that all game?
Save
Why
this energy for this energy for your shoveling.
Why are you running out routes, hitch routes, so you need to throw with anticipation, timing, and velocity when everyone says, "Oh, Jalen Hurts can't throw, he can't do this stuff." Why are we running that all game? Second of
all we have to do.
Let me read you Jalen Hurts' stats when targeting crossing routes this year. 32 of 38, second highest completion percentage in the NFL. 329 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 130 passer rating. But the Eagles ran crossing routes at the third lowest rate in the NFL.
Noah, I'm asking questions, homeboy. We're doing a podcast. That's all I'm doing. I'm asking questions.
Just said that he can't throw over the middle. You literally just came out of your mouth.
Well, the numbers do show that.
Like, how? I just read you the numbers, and they obviously show that.
The numbers. No, the numbers show. The numbers show.
He can't do it. He doesn't do it enough. That's not enough time. 30 something.
But Chuck, the numbers show. You're right. That's what the numbers show, that he doesn't do it enough. Is that on Jalen Hurts or is that on the coaching
numbers
staff?
They ran the third least amount of crossing routes, and
that's on the coaching staff. That's on the offense. That's my whole. That's my whole issue. Before I come down on any player, Jalen, Noah, calm down, Noah. We're on the same team. Before I go against any player, Jalen, AJ, Devontae, Dallas Goedert, even the offensive line minus Cam Jurgens. I got to come down on Cam Jurgens a lot. Like, I need to see this team in a different offense outside of Nick Sirianni's control.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that.
That's all.
Then if he doesn't do it, then we'll discuss it again. We kind of brought this up before.
Also, since Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert have been in the NFL, we've taken 2 coordinators from the Chargers, and both of them came to the Eagles and went to the Super Bowl that same year. No, Steichen was the year after. Either way, 2 of them left Herbert, coach Jalen Hurts, and went to the Super Bowl. And we're talking about like, oh, McDaniel doesn't. These guys don't want to come to Philly because Justin Herbert's so much better. Like,
That's a great point. That's a great point. I'll give you that. But once again, we're doing a podcast. We can't just sit here and agree with each other the whole time. No, that's not interesting. Now let's get to what else is going to rile you up, Noah. Is AJ Brown on his team next year? Yeah. Is he on his team next year?
Yes.
What evidence has that AJ Brown has shown you this year that he's going to the team? And also Howie Roseman. Like, what evidence have they shown you that he's going to be on the team next year?
Because
he looked miserable all year.
Because we would have $50 million in dead cap if we traded him.
That's a good point. But here's, the point you just gave me about the offensive coordinators from San Diego. Here's a little thing I thought was interesting. Do you know who had the highest cap hit of all time? What team?
Carson Wentz.
I'll forget the suspense. It's the Denver Broncos when they let go of Russell Wilson. And guess what they're doing? They're going to the Super Bowl. They might be going to the Super Bowl today. A year after they took that hit, they might be going to the Super Bowl. The Eagles, when they got rid of Wentz, they ate $32 million. A year later, after that, they went to the Super Bowl. So it can be done. You can eat that money, and be a competitive team. You take it on the chin for 1 year, and you have a ton of flexibility. So it can be done.
This organization was literally begging for wide receivers for 10 years straight. We had no receivers on this team, and now it was let's trade AJ Brown, the greatest receiver to ever suit up for the Philadelphia Eagles, the greatest receiver to ever wear the midnight green. We're just going to trade him because.
Troy, is he better than Quick? Is he better than Quick,
what?
Troy?
Is he better than Mike Quick?
Yeah.
Whatever you guys got to say, come on, let's
a good one. No, like I don't like. Listen, Noah. He's the greatest wide receiver. AJ is the greatest wide receiver in your era. He's not the greatest Eagle wide receiver. He's not.
Yeah. It's going to quick. I'm assuming.
Wow. He's
Like quick. You could throw a Carmichael in there.
Yeah, you could Carmichael.
like, what like heights have they reached that AJ Brown has not?
I mean, no. If he
That's
doesn't
AJ
want to be on
Brown.
the team,
We're just talking about. It's not about
when
the
has he ever
winning.
said he doesn't want to be on the team? Like that's what everyone
he was miserable this year.
I mean, Mike
He
Quick
was
had
miserable.
Mike Quick put
And
up some pretty crazy
it
numbers.
was reported that he asked for a trade at after game. What was it? A week 5?
Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
Week 3.
Can you believe
The
that?
third week. They just come off a Super Bowl and he's asking for
They
a
won the
trade?
Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl. In the game, he had 100 yards, and we came back and won by came back 21-1. You think he requested a trade that day? He was like, "Oh yeah, trade me. I just had 100 yards. We just won the Super Bowl literally 4 games ago."
So you saying he didn't request a trade?
I where there's smoke, there's fire. Listen, after the Super Bowl, AJ was like, I thought it was going to be, I thought I was going to feel a certain way, but it's just like, okay, yeah, we won. Let's get back to work. AJ, he's a peculiar dude. He doesn't seem to be the type of person that's going to stay happy for long, no matter where he is. I think he caused some ruffles in Tennessee, which is the reason why he's an Eagle right now.
Do you blame him though?
Listen,
Do you blame him?
Huh?
Do you blame him? That
Do I
situation
blame
in
him
Tennessee
for-
was a dumpster fire.
Listen, Chuck. Chuck Kobe. I don't blame him for the ruffles, for the feathers that he's ruffled here. Like he's been.
Yeah,
He
right.
was the first guy. He was
Yeah,
the first
so
guy that
how's-
was like, "Yo, this offense is messed up." But he gets. It's almost like he gets too upset, and then he can't get himself out of a funk. I don't know what it is about him. I think the situation has to be completely perfect. Perfect meaning that if they're not winning, and if he doesn't have 150 yards and 2 touchdowns every game, he's going to be upset at something. If one of those things is happening, it's a good chance he may be upset. If neither of them are happening, then he's definitely going to be upset, and he's going to raise some hell.
Did the Howie Roseman press conference, did that like make you guys feel like, oh, AJ's definitely going to be here next year? Like,
No, but what is he supposed
I
to
didn't
say?
watch his
What do you
press
want him to say?
He's supposed to say hell no, he's going to be here on the
He
team
literally
next year. I'm
said
not
almost
trading
the
him.
same exact thing the last time they had a press conference to ask him the same thing. He
No,
literally said the exact same thing.
no.
I've
quote you.
learned a
Quote
long
you,
time
Noah.
ago, Chuck. Chuck, I've learned a long time ago. You can't trust everything that a person says, how they say it. Like it's I look
He could
forward
have
to actions
definitively
more
said,
than words.
we're not trading him.
I don't care. Even if he said that, even if he said there's no way we're trading AJ Brown, and 3 weeks later AJ Brown is gone.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
agree.
matter to me.
Then why didn't you do that?
It
then?
doesn't matter to me.
It's like squash the mystery. He could have just squashed it and then traded him. But now it's like it's in the air that, you know what, he didn't really endorse AJ that much. And Noah, to quote you, Noah, he's gone, bro. He's gone, fam.
No, actually,
AJ.
I hope AJ Brown leaves us, and I hope I hope the team's over. Like, I hope we go back to 4 wins, like in 2020. Just so
Let's say,
I hope everyone's happy that they drove AJ Brown out of town, and that I genuinely hope
he doesn't want to be here.
that we have 3 wins next year.
Yeah, Noah, we didn't. We're not. If AJ Brown leaves, we didn't drive him out of town.
Yeah.
I don't think the media's driven him out of town. The
I'm
fans.
surprised.
I just
Kevin
think
Bouttula
whatever's
drove
going
out of
on,
Player hasn't, like,
whatever's going on within that organization is what's driving him out of town. Between the coaching and the quarterback
everyone,
and
all
the
the players,
offense, whatever.
all the players, all the coaches, they all say the same thing, that all the panic is outside of the organization. All this ruckus that everyone's causing, it's all like just the media.
Then why is he so miserable?
Because he was coached by the worst offensive coordinator the league has ever seen. Like, what are you talking about? That
I agree with that. I think the fans agree with AJ. Like, the fans aren't driving him out. I think they agree what he was saying.
What?
They're like, yeah, AJ's goddamn, he's right.
Yeah.
He's gone, bro. He's gone.
I don't know if he's going. I don't know if he's going.
You guys talk about Mike Quick is better than AJ Brown. Like, what do you guys?
I think AJ will be.
He's a better Eagle. He's a better Eagle wide receiver than AJ.
AJ Brown has him. Even with all this, we can't get AJ Brown the ball. All this stuff. He still has the most yards ever through 5 seasons as an Eagles receiver. And you guys are acting like
they throw the ball a lot more than AJ.
We treat him so.
It's a different.
Throw the ball a lot.
They throw the ball a lot more. Don't look at those stats.
Yeah, it's a different time. It's a different time, Noah. Like Eli Manning has a bunch of passing yards, but
we don't throw the ball a lot. And
Eli Manning is better than Harry Bradshaw. If you look at
he don't give him the ball at all, and he does nothing. Like,
right?
We're acting like it's literally like, oh my god, like I feel so bad for AJ Brown. He's on the Eagles. He plays with Jalen Hurts. Like, oh my god, get him a real quarterback. Despite all that, he still has the most yards ever by an Eagles receiver in their first 5 seasons.
All right, bro. Relax. Calm down.
No, get angry, Noah. Get angry.
Let's say we do trade AJ Brown. What could we get for AJ?
Like, I would rather talk about the Sixers, and I hate talking about the Sixers. Like, can we switch topics?
Can we get Justin Jefferson for AJ Brown?
No.
Noah. I can't even see Noah's face anymore. Can we get Ladd McConkey for AJ Brown?
I will say I don't think Justin Jefferson would have those outbreaks that AJ Brown had on the sidelines, but
yes, he
could be wrong about that. We'll see. I hope
he might.
I think he'll be back.
Yeah, I think he'll be back.
Justin Jefferson has dealt with a lot in Minnesota, a lot of bad quarterback play. He hasn't said
more.
Yeah,
right. More. Well, no. He said a couple of words, but not to the extent of AJ Brown.
Right. Not
but he's had more to complain about than AJ Brown has. I'll say that.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
Do you guys find it like a red flag that so early, if the reports are true, so early in the season, AJ was asking for a trade and they're like fresh off a Super Bowl? Like, you don't find that like I wasn't talking to you, Noah.
Like, you genuinely think that's true, Father? Like,
yes.
Literally, there was multiple times after that week 3 where AJ Brown has said, like, this is his home and he wants to be here. And you guys are believing that he requested a trade. Did he not say that?
Bro. He's gone, bro. He's gone.
I'm not letting you rate me anymore. You got it. AJ Brown's gone, guys. I don't want him on my team anymore.
I'm not saying I want him. I'm not saying I want him. We're doing a podcast.
I think we can all agree we'd want to see AJ on the Philadelphia Eagles next year. So we'll see if that can happen as we get into the spring months and summer months, free agency and the draft. But Drew, we're going to kick it to you for our social media update now. What do you got for us today?
Drew has left us.
We'll come back to Drew.
We'll come back to Drew. Dad, do you have anything for your nutritional corner on this episode?
I didn't initially, but you and Mommy.
You want to talk
about you guys had a nice conversation. Why don't we talk about the conversation you guys had?
Yeah, so
very important.
So Rutgers Health, Rutgers Medical School came out with an article that linked ultra-processed foods to Black women with cancer, with breast cancer specifically. And the article actually goes on to talk about how it mentions that, a few statistics with Black women and, Black women that have breast cancer and how they, if they're eating ultra-processed foods when they're diagnosed leading up to the surgeries and procedures that they have a higher risk for death. But it goes on to talk about how, just in general, how ultra-processed foods are detrimental to everyone, not just Black women, but they did a study. They mentioned a study in the UK that they did, and it was just really interesting. It came out with a lot of statistics, and it's true. Like ultra processed foods, one of the worst things that we can eat. It said that roughly 40 to 60% of the American diet is made up of ultra processed food. So things that come in boxes, wrappers, think about candy, crackers, cookies, sweets. It's pretty crazy to think about. Like 40 to 60%. It's not surprising, but it's just to know that number is really alarming.
I tell my kids this too. It took me almost 40 years. My parents taught me a lot of good things, wonderful things. How to be kind, how to be a good dad, how to be a good parent. But it took me almost 40 years to learn how to eat. So I try to teach my kids what to look for, how to read a label, the importance of eating like real food. Because it wasn't taught to me. And again, it wasn't my parents' fault. They were teenagers when they had us, so they were trying to figure things out themselves as well. But yeah, you have to be really, really careful in this country on, we talk about we don't have enough time to do this, we don't have time to do that, and if you're not careful, you can just start eating bad, and because those processed foods are really easy to just grab and go. It's not great for you. Shout out to Black women, by the way. But yeah, that's eye opening. That's a thing. We won't even go into like. So I used to spend my summers when I was a kid, I used to spend it with my dad in North Philadelphia, and there was a convenience store on every corner, and they just had a bunch of junk food. It was much easier to get a bag of chips for $0.25 than it was to get like an apple.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just was. So we just need to be careful, make sure we're teaching our kids to eat well.
And yeah, it doesn't help that it's so addicting. Like we talked about all the preservatives and extra ingredients and even the colors that they add to these things that just make them so much. They make them so that you're addicted to them. And I don't think these companies, they don't make them with the intention to get you sick or to make you obese, but they definitely want you to get addicted. They definitely want you to keep buying, keep eating, have that addiction. Like that's 100% what they want. And so it just becomes, the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. The more, the average American, family, on the job, sedentary lifestyle, it's so easy to just fall into a rabbit hole and stay there.
Working in the city, the one thing that always struck me, like profoundly, was walking during certain parts of the city where you see a lot of tourists, and you depending on what kind of language you're speaking, you kind of figure out where they're from. But the one thing that was that was evident was their diet was completely different than Americans' diet. Rarely did you see anyone, I don't care where they were from, rarely did you see anyone overweight. Most of these people were slender. I'm talking about father, mother, daughter, son. Everyone's slender. They look real healthy. And then you look at the American walking across the street and it's some 5'2", 350-pound guy. And it's like, what's going on here? What is going on here? And it's obvious. It's how we're being fed and the things that we're eating versus what they're eating. And the portions, like the portion control, like, we go out for an Italian dinner, we're eating enough pasta for a week. Right. Like, and if you go to any other restaurant in Europe, the portions are very small. Mm. If you can go to some restaurant, Lauren and I went to a restaurant for her birthday, and very nice restaurant in Manhattan, and the portions were tiny. It was a 4-course meal. Prefixed, 4-course, delicious. But the portions were tiny. And you know what? After we were done eating, it felt great.
You're good.
Like we didn't overeat. It was like the portions were perfect.
Yeah.
And that's how we should be eating every day. We shouldn't be eating like these big plates of food, like a 18-ounce porterhouse steak. That's ridiculous. With potatoes, that's ridiculous. Right, and this is after you had a cheeseburger. It's after you had a cheeseburger and some pizza for lunch.
Yeah.
And you had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich for breakfast. Yeah. Right? That's silly. That's silly.
Did you guys know that snacks aren't a real thing? Snacks is a made up word. Like snacks aren't. There's no such thing as a snack. There's only complete meals and incomplete meals. Snacks are something that we made up as a society.
Says who? Who says that? I eat. That's all I do is eat snacks.
So you're eating incomplete meals. It's
I'm
either a
just
complete
eating.
meal or an incomplete meal. But to
I'm
your
just
point,
eating.
The Broncos scored on their first drive. Is FYI.
But to your point, Dad, whole natural foods, that's the way to go. That's the way to go.
It is.
With good portions.
Kobe, I want to say just one more thing about what that report. Our race, so the black race, were the only group where the women are heavier than the men. And I think it's a lot to do with Troy's the exception, but a lot of absentee fathers and one parent household where it's hard to make like nutritious meals. It might be faster to make a processed meal for the mom and the kids. There's a lot of studies. I'm just guessing, but it is true. Like the black race is the only race where the women are heavier than the men. And I think the more we educate our group, hopefully that number changes over time. I do like the way, I'm very proud of the way Noah eats. He doesn't eat super
an apple
clean.
On the podcast, he's sitting there eating an apple.
He's an apple on a podcast. He is clean. He gets his own groceries and it's super clean.
By the way, that's a snack that Noah just ate. That is a
That's
snack.
An incomplete meal.
Like
no,
I
you
consider
an incomplete meal, homeboy.
I consider that a snack.
It's a healthy incomplete meal, technically speaking.
No, but if he took that apple and he combined it with some carrots and some grapes, that's a meal.
It would still be a
That's
healthy
a meal.
incomplete meal.
No, it's not. Why is it incomplete? Why is it
Because
incomplete?
It doesn't have all your macronutrients. So it would still be healthy.
So
it'd still be a great thing for him to eat, but just not a complete
So the
meal.
only time you're considered to have eaten a meal is if you get all your macronutrients.
No. You can have incomplete meals that are healthy.
But what makes
You
it
can have-
complete is that you have all your macronutrients.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since you're my son, I'll take your word for it for now. But I'm going to do my research and I'll come back to you.
Yeah. Since I'm a certified personal trainer.
I am enjoying this Troy's nutritional corner, though. I wanted to throw that out there. We may have to name it Troy and Kobe's
That was good.
nutritional corner.
The guy's just going to fast. Just going to fast like I did.
No.
Yeah.
Why, we should have talked about that. We don't have time to talk about your fast. Next episode, we're going to talk about your fast. I want to hear about that.
I thought we did it. We
Not
talked
that-
about it before
that-
last time.
That's not a fast. When I think of a fast, I mean like literally not eating.
No,
You're
that's
cutting out like
that's
a whole segment
why
of a.
I don't. That's what I don't understand that. I don't understand people who just say, "All right, for the next week, all I'm going to have is water."
No. I fast from 7 o'clock at night till 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I consider that a fast.
Okay.
So
Well,
I don't eat.
that's-
I'll drink
okay,
water,
we
but I don't
all
drink-
listen. We all fast. Like the second you go to bed, you're fasting that whole time you're sleeping, right? So
And for
break
people
fast,
that have
breakfast.
and for people that have eating disorders, like for me, I'm not saying I have an eating disorder, but I've always been in a stage where I want to build muscle. So I've always been trying to eat protein, get as much protein as I can get in every meal that I eat. And when you do it for a while, you kind of get obsessed with it, and you kind of have bad days if you're not getting the food that you're supposed to get. So fasting actually for like a couple of days, like 1 or 2 days, can be really beneficial for people that either want to eat too much or don't want to eat enough, as far as like changing up their metabolism and rewiring themselves to say, okay, it's okay if I don't like have this today, like I'll be okay, type of thing, if that makes sense.
Correct. It
Yeah.
prevents me from overeating. Me not eating till noon, it prevents me from overeating. I have a normal
But like
meal the rest of the day.
typically, what would you eat? What would you eat for breakfast typically?
I don't really eat breakfast. I do a lot of eggs. So what I meal prep like a protein casserole, mostly eggs, and I eat that at noon. And then I have a regular. I may have a snack. Sorry, Cope. That could be
You can
like
call
a
it
protein
snack.
shake, or
It's just
it could
not
be
real.
fruit. And then I eat dinner.
It's just like a fiction. It's
But
it's like Superman. Like Superman is cool. We have Superman. Like I
I'm
can
more
buy
of
a
a Batman
Superman
guy, but
costume. I could have a Superman action figure, but he's not real.
hold on, what's not
But
real?
he can be in your life.
But what's not real? What's
he's
not?
talking about your snack, the
It's
snacks.
not. It's not.
Okay, well, I'm more of a Batman guy, but
Yeah,
I hear you.
listen, like, so you basically eat 3 times a day, Chuck.
Yeah, I eat at noon. I'll have a snack between that and dinner. Then I'll have dinner, and
And how big
then
is your
I'll.
dinner? Like, are you like you
It's
eating a
normal
big
dinner
dinner?
size. I try not to. Not to. If I'm playing pickleball, I may eat more than I'm like. I may have a bigger dinner than usual, but it's just a normal dinner. Nothing crazy.
I
That'll work.
try I
Lose,
try to
lose weight.
eat six meals a day.
Wow, look at you.
No, he
You
doesn't.
got your high school metabolism.
I
going
said I
on.
try. I said I try. I used to like when I was really like hitting the gym like 5 days 6 days a week. It was like, okay, let me have breakfast. Let me have my small meal between small meal. This is for you, son. Small meal instead of snack. Let me have my small meal between breakfast and lunch. Let me have my
Mhm.
You can
lunch.
call it a
Let
snack.
me have my
Call it a
small
snack.
meal. Let
We're
me
not.
have
We're not gonna call it
my
snack. We're not.
small meal between lunch and dinner. I'll have my dinner, and then I'll have a small meal after that. So that's
Yeah,
6 meals.
I didn't realize that, Dad. I didn't realize you were that into eating, into calorie intake when you
Dude,
were
it's not like
like hitting the gym in
I
your
don't really
30s and
count
40s.
calories. I don't count calories. I just
No, yeah, but just being, I didn't realize you ate
I'm
that much.
conscious. Yeah, I'm conscious. Like, yeah, I
I know
eat all
you're
day
aware.
long.
Yeah.
But Chuck, well, like what I'm eating is it's a lot of apples, and between meals, between like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, it's apples, it's grapes, carrots, popcorn, rice cakes, banana, almond butter, like stuff like that.
Okay.
And I consider that, you know,
That's great.
a meal.
Is that rice cake? It sounds processed to me. What's in it?
It
I don't
is.
need
It's
rice cakes.
minimum.
Well,
There's
you have
some.
again, you have to Chuck. You made a great point. You have to read labels and make sure that there's nothing. It
And
just has to be brown rice
any,
and
yeah, anything with more than one ingredient is processed, but there's minimally
yeah.
processed, ultra
Noah's a rice
processed.
Well,
cakes.
listen.
Rice cakes guy.
Well, if it's rice cake and some sea salt, it's more than one ingredient.
Right.
That's
Right. Exactly.
yeah,
It's minimally processed.
right.
No,
No, what's your diet
you're
like?
pretty
No.
lean. Yeah, that's what I want to know. You're pretty lean. Hit the gym. Get your protein shakes in. Just about every podcast. Get you a few minutes late to the
I
show,
don't
but it's
really,
okay.
I don't really eat that healthy. I guess I don't know. Try to eat like eggs in the morning, sausage patty, protein shake.
It's your-
I make like this, I like brown beef and rice, like for lunch or dinner or whatever.
which is
Yeah,
highly
you
palpable. That
yeah,
that's a
you and
great meal.
Kobe, you and Kobe should be roommates and just cook all day long.
No, the kitchen would be crazy. But that's a great meal because it's so digestible. You can have that. If you're somebody that like me, I've always had a hard time putting on muscle. You're somebody that has a hard time putting on muscle. Ground beef, ground turkey, mixed with rice, a little bit of carrots, maybe some not agave, avocado in there. You could have that over and over again throughout the day and not feel stuffed, not feel heavy, as opposed to eating like maybe a chicken breast. Like think about eating that over and over again, you're gonna be miserable. At least for
Yeah, but
me,
Kobe, like
I feel like most people are that way.
I wouldn't, Kobe, I wouldn't like you're a muscular guy. Like you don't have a hard time putting on muscle. You have a hard time putting on weight, which to me is different.
I guess that's true. No,
Kobe, what is your
I feel like, yeah, that's true.
Kobe, what's your small meal / snack? What do you
Greek yogurt.
There's no such thing in his world. There's
I'm a
no
big-
such
I'm
thing
a-
in his world.
I be
I'm
eating
a
Greek
big
yogurt.
Greek yogurt
There's-
person.
I've never seen him eat a small meal
Okay.
ever. Maybe the last time I seen him eat a small meal, he
Ignore
was
the-
7,
ignore the
and
there.
he was
When we
eating
Just ignore-
and he was eating his little
ignore-
sister's leftovers. That was the small meal, eating his little sister's
something-
leftovers when he was
There's
7.
something there about Kobe eating and Troy. I don't know. Like this is like there's like a
Because
little
we-
like
We're
microaggression
total
there. What is going on?
opposites. We're like when it comes to diet, I'm not gonna restrict myself, and he is very restrictive of what he eats.
well, I think maybe
Most
because
of the time.
I try to do the same
We're
thing.
very
Like
different.
some stuff I just don't eat when I was 28, 29 years old. I just don't. So
Like I try to eat clean, but like I love food, so some days it doesn't go well.
I do like the fact that you're like when you do buy your own food, it's ground beef, it's eggs, it's egg whites, it's Greek yogurt, it's fruits. You don't come in here with bags of potato chips and crap like that. So I think that's
Yeah.
good.
Doing a good
Like
job.
I don't.
Yeah.
I be eating like
it
the-
is great. That's great.
I be in like a cold cut sandwich at work. Like I don't really like eating that. I feel like that's not too good for me. But like I have to eat that.
It's
'Cause,
not.
like it's like I don't have a microwave, so I gotta eat something like cold. That I can just bring. Like, I don't really know what else.
We gotta get you like an insulated thermos or something, or lunchbox. All right. Anyway, let's get Noah mad again.
Greek yogurt. You bring your Greek yogurt to work. That'd be a good.
I eat that with my sandwich.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can we move on to trade talk?
Right. Oh, for like if you sorry, one more thing. With a rice cake, if you protein powder and like almond butter and you freeze it, that's really good.
Wait. What are you talking about?
What's the protein powder? You mix it in with the butter?
Yeah, like how do you make it?
You just put it on the rice cake.
Like the
Oh, the peanut butter protein. Is that what you're talking about?
No, just any protein, like a chocolate protein powder, like a flavored protein powder
You just
with
pour it on
almond
there?
butter.
You just put that dry on the rice cake?
With but freeze it and it comes out. It's good. Try it.
people like
Okay.
like,
You're gonna
do like protein.
yeah,
prep
I'm
or-
gonna have to try it. You're gonna have to give me one of those things. I want to try it.
I've been seeing people
Oh
like
my
mix it
gosh.
with a little bit of water, so it's like a almost like a sauce, and they like put it over their like oats or something. This looks pretty good. I never did
Okay.
it.
No, I've never heard of that one.
It's like called whey drip or something like that.
Wait.
Good Troy and Kobe nutritional corner. Love it. Well, folks, this is what we're doing. We don't have football. We have to find some segments.
So lesson
Wait,
here, guys.
so-
Whole natural foods. Limit your processed foods.
There we go.
Drink lots of water. Exercise. Eat apples.
And 300 push-ups a day, per day.
Shoulder. The shoulder.
If you want to look like Troy, the Wonder Boy.
Listen, so you could do one arm push-ups, Chuck.
No, who could do more push-ups before I hurt my shoulder? Me or
Me.
you? Get out of here.
How many you can do in a row?
Now?
How many
Gotta
good
be-
ones?
A half.
That's the question. How many good ones? Can you do? That's what I'll ask.
I could probably do like 75
What?
right now, maybe.
In a row?
I could do 75.
I would
without-
love to
my
see
shoulder
that.
messed up.
I would love to see you do
I
75 good push-ups.
I've never
You're
really
lean
tried
dude.
more than 50 in a row, but like, I could probably do like 60.
You know how to do my push-ups? I do it with a TRX strap.
I love that.
That's the only thing I could do. I can't put my full body weight on it.
That's a great modification.
Yeah, so
That's a great
I saw
modification.
this video of this like 70-year-old dude like doing like 35 pull-ups in a row yesterday,
challenge accepted.
and that's how I'm gonna be one day. Inspired me.
There you go.
35 is impressive.
I can maybe do like 10.
I don't think I could do. I could do 20. 35 is impressive. I could do 50 push-ups in a row. I could do 50 dips in a row.
I don't think I ever get back to that point on my shoulder.
Didn't you have an operation?
Yeah, but it still hurts. Troy,
Have you ever had a trainer?
It'd be
You ever
a
had a
year.
good trainer?
Yeah. What a physical trainer? What do you mean? Trainer?
Like, have you ever had a good personal trainer? Like a guy that gets you in the gym and works you out? Yeah, let me train
No.
you.
I follow this lady on YouTube
Yes.
for my workouts. She's doing just
What's her
fine.
name?
She doesn't
Amy.
know your name. She doesn't know
Body
anything
Fit by
personal about
Amy.
you.
Shout out to Amy.
Yeah, she
I'm sure
doesn't
she's
know you.
great.
She doesn't know your body. She doesn't know your
She
nutrition.
doesn't know you're an Eagles fan.
She doesn't know your personality.
She doesn't.
But my arm, guys, I'm
She
telling
doesn't
you.
know you
She
love
doesn't-
Derek Queen.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know your love affair with Sharon
Oh.
Wright and all that stuff.
Baby Elijah Wan? Troy, he just needed a chance.
Oh my gosh! Why did it have to be in
Can
a
we get-
Philly
can-
uniform? That's all I want to know.
Can we talk about trading VJ?
Speaking of basketball, I was gonna say, not gonna bring up that topic. BJ for Giannis, would you do it?
Why is that
Where
the
you get
first
this
thing
stuff?
about the Sixers?
Did you see that
No,
Bill
like-
Simmons clip? Did you see that
Yeah,
Bill
like
Simmons
he's just throwing stuff out there. I try
I'm
not to
saying,
listen
like,
to that guy.
Troy, we wouldn't
He's
be here.
just throwing stuff out there.
Dad,
I don't. Yeah, we would have. Yeah, we would have.
No,
you know, like
He's-
this trade, like Giannis is
Mm-hmm.
only on the contract for like this year, right? Like next year would be his last year. Like we would trade BJ just for 1 year of Giannis.
Can,
I would
can-
listen. I would trade.
Yeah,
I would trade for 1 year of Giannis. I would. VJ's not part of it. He's not going to be part of it.
Well, then you can't get him. What are you going to send him?
Okay, then we won't get him.
Mona?
Okay, I'm fine. Then we
You're
won't
also
get
a
him.
guy.
But
You're also a guy
they're
that
not-
really loves Giannis.
I do. I love Giannis. I love him.
So, but is that
He,
So
really-
Troy-
he reminds me. He reminds me of Doc in a lot of ways. I love
see.
Giannis.
I still thought Giannis
so-
was like the best player in the NBA before this season,
Yeah,
but I still didn't do that.
I would love to have him on his team, especially now. Like he's had some struggles with Milwaukee. He wants another ring. Like wherever he's going to be extremely hungry to win right away. I would love him. I'm not giving up anybody in the future of the Sixers for him because I don't know
What
how
about Jerry
long.
McCain?
Except
They're
him.
not taking that.
I would. You're right. Like they would want
Packaged with a
VJ.
few other things.
They listen.
They're not
You
taking
you could
Jerry-
package.
He's the-
You
he
could
was
package.
not even playing for the Sixers.
No, you're right.
Correct. You would have to package Paul George, McCain, probably Oubre, and the Clippers pick. The Clippers pick, and probably another number one. Like that's not going to get it done, and unless Giannis says, "I need to go to Philly. I want to go to Philly, and that's the only team I want you to deal with." Then, the ball's in
Which-
Philly's court.
Which nobody has ever said that.
That's
before.
never going to happen. Right. And that's never happening. It's not going to happen. So,
Well,
like
Harden said
the
it
whole
once.
VJ for Giannis trade, that still won't happen. That's not going to get it done for Milwaukee.
No, it would be
Milwaukee,
PG.
Milwaukee.
It
No,
would be
Milwaukee
PG
can go
VJ.
but Milwaukee can go to San Antonio and get
Yeah.
a slew of young players and a slew of draft picks for Giannis.
Yeah.
Like, to me, Milwaukee, that's the one team that I'm going to. Is I'm going straight to San Antonio and be like, do you want this guy? What are you willing to give up? And then you start
I
the
just thought it was.
negotiation from there.
I thought it was interesting that Bill Simmons brought it up. It was PG VJ and the Clippers pick for Giannis.
Yeah.
I think Gary Harris. So I'm a Maxi, Embiid, Giannis, and whoever else slot that's around them. Obviously that's a championship team. I'm just saying. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
We would have. We would
I
have
didn't find much.
one season to try and win it back.
I didn't find much interest in it.
I'm just throwing it out there. We're doing a podcast. Just throwing it out there.
But we do have to talk about trading Kelly Oubre. We need to sell high on Kelly.
No, Troy. That's
I'm
why
sorry,
they
Chuck.
wouldn't.
I'm sorry, Chuck. I'm sorry. I'm
You want
sorry.
to talk about trading
I-
BJ, but you don't want to talk
He's
about trading.
gone.
No, I
He's
want to
gone,
talk about it.
fam.
But Troy's wrong.
He's
They're
gone.
not they
He's
would-
gone, fam. He's gone. He's gone, fam. He's gone. You have to get listen, and the guys on PHLY like a week ago were talking about you can't after he had that great game. He had a great game, and they were like, you can't trade Kelly, Josh Harris. Don't do it. Don't worry about the tax. You can't trade them. And I'm sitting there listening to him like, that's exactly what you have to do. Like, if he's playing like this, you got to get the most you can for him.
No.
Right
Troy,
now.
they want to trade him so they get under the tax. They wouldn't get anything back. They would
I
have,
know,
they would have
but-
to
but I-
maybe would attach a pick to it to get rid of him.
No. Well, no. If you want to trade him, forget whatever the reason. If you want to get under the tax, that's fine. But let's say you
not fine.
you
It's
recognize
not fine.
Josh Harris. Let's say Josh Harris recognizes, you know what? We may be one or two pieces away. Like the way they're playing, if everybody can stay healthy, we could be one or two pieces away. You could get something for Kelly Oubre if he's playing well. I think listen, the Knick game is if it didn't make it evident before, the Knick game should have made it evident to you right now. We need a rebounder. We need somebody next to Joel
Embiid. Going
Embiid.
to do that. I don't think
No,
one person's going to
you're
make
right.
the Sixers a better rebound.
But
team. They need to have
a
better-
person can help. You don't think a person, like, to me, like Daryl Morey was great and recognized that James Harden, with all of his analytics, James Harden is going to be the next superstar in this league. I need him to get back on that horse and look at every roster and be like, this guy sitting at the end of this bench in Sacramento or wherever, per 36 minutes, this guy is averaging 15 rebounds a game. I need to get him on this team right now.
I think it's fine. If he could do that's fine. But it's kind. I think the Sixers need to do a better job of just crashing the boards instead of like standing around
But
or
they
Maxey
don't-
trying to get a steal and instead of like hitting the defensive board. Like I think they just need to effort it. Now, if there is someone like that, I'm willing to do it. But I think if they trade Kelly, it's not because they're going to get another player in return. It's because they want to stay under the tax. Why would they trade Kelly to get a player with a similar salary? You might as well just keep Kelly.
Again, no, because if you think that the Sixers can win, you're not looking at the salary anymore. You're looking at fit. You're looking at what you need, right? Kelly's not giving you exactly what you need at all times, right?
Then why
And if
didn't-
he's playing, and if he's playing well enough that you can get something for him, then why not do that? And I'm saying this about Kelly Oubre. I'm saying about McCain. I'm saying about whoever you want to talk about. Listen, the Sixers are going to have to make a move at some point in time because Barlow and what's the other kid's name?
Watford.
Walker.
That's on the
Walker.
No, not Warford.
Walker.
Yeah, they're done. They're done. They got to sign. They have to sign
No,
these
they
guys.
have.
They're
They
done.
have
They're
15
90
more
days.
No, they have
No,
15
they
more
don't.
days because the Sixers signed Charles Bassey yesterday, and it brought their roster to 15. So now the
Okay. I didn't know they
two-way
signed Bassey
players have
yesterday.
15 more days. So they signed Bassey yesterday.
So,
It might
but
be their,
here,
it might be their rebound.
that's a good. Correct. That could be the guy. I mean, we had him. I watched him play in San Antonio. Like he hit the boards.
Yeah.
Like I would definitely throw him in there in the mix and let him see and see what he can do.
So Troy, I'm not really pushing back on Kelly being traded because he doesn't have a contract for next year. If they can get something for him, I'm willing to do that. My thing is if they're going to get something for him and they bring him back the same salary, I don't think that they're going to get the same production. I think at $8 million, he's really, really productive. The other thing is that Nick game, I think it was a lot of effort. But you know what? If they needed all that rebound, why didn't Drummond get in the game? Why didn't Walker get into the game? They're their best rebound. They didn't play at all.
I agree. I think Drummond didn't get in the game because the second he comes in, then it's going to be nothing but a Jalen Brunson pick and roll, putting him in a pick and roll, and it's just a layup line from there.
Probably, but Walker's a good rebounder, and they didn't do it. I don't think they did enough Bona and Embiid minutes together either. I think there's some ways to kind of work with it, but I think Nick Nurse needs to coach them better. How about Maxey? How about not go for those pick sixes every possession and hit the board instead? Now he's getting a lot of steals. I'm not saying he's not getting a lot of steals, but it's leaving a team that's not a great rebounding team vulnerable to offensive rebounding. I think a lot of it can rebound. What's that?
But yeah, but I think a lot of it, to your point, I think a lot of it is the way that Nick Nurse coaches this team and how they play, where they're not going to be a great rebounding team. Like, yeah, okay, fine. They get a lot of turnovers. They get their hands on a lot of loose balls and stuff like that. But, you have to sacrifice something. And it just seems like with this particular team, because Embiid is not the most ferocious rebounder out there, that's going to suffer.
Yeah.
Like when he was in Toronto, you had Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol was just, he big and he just stand there and the rebounds will come to him. And Embiid has to move a little bit. He can't move. You can tell he just can't move.
He's moving a little bit better. The second half yesterday.
He's moving better, but still, he's never been Moses Malone. Right? So.
But they showed the stat this year. I don't know if you guys saw it. Most people have a hard time rebounding in this era because more rebounds this year are coming off 3-point shots than they are of like 2-point shots. So they're longer rebounds. Right. So it's the guards have to rebound, and VJ can rebound, Maxey can rebound. Grimes can be a better rebounder. PG can. I think there are players that can rebound. They just need to. I think they need to be coached up a little bit and say, go get a rebound before we trade Kelly Oubre for some guy that may have potential. But I do agree with you. I think Charles Bassey may. But would it be better than Walker? I don't know. Maybe, but I think it's a good pickup. But that does give them a little more time to work out contracts with these two-way players. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. That's good. I'm glad they picked him up.
We'll definitely see what happens. Sixers next play against Charlotte tomorrow night at 7:00. So we'll be tuning in for that. Watch the Sixers again. But for now, guys, I think that
No. You always try to do this, Kobe. You always try to do this. You know what time it is.
It's ridiculous.
Tyler Hansborough.
Why do we have
against?
You ready, Troy?
No, this is it, Dad. This is the question.
This isn't even like
hero or zero.
Anymore. It's just like Tyler Hansborough, like hate agendas.
I think
we should rename the podcast to the Hansborough Bros.
All right, Troy. Here we go.
All right, go.
Hey, Kobe, we usually would include you in this, but I don't think you've seen these players. And it's hard. Again, I mentioned this last podcast. It's hard to get
you're giving me. You're giving me more than one player?
I'm giving you one player.
Okay, go.
All right.
Let's have it.
I,
Let's hear
I
it.
actually I was going to give you. I was going to give you Grant Hill, but I think we could all agree it's not even a contest. Who was a
Yeah, that's not a
better college
contest.
football player?
Yeah,
Not a contest.
right.
And didn't we do?
No, we didn't do Grant Hill.
No, like Grant
But it's not
Hill.
even,
Grant
it's not
Hill.
even close.
I'm not gonna say it's not even close, but Grant
It's
Hill.
not close. Say it's not close. It's not
It's
close.
close. It's close.
It's not
It's close. Oh, it's close. It is close.
It's not close.
It is so close.
All right. You ready?
Go.
Tyler Hansborough. Again, college player. I'm not
Impact.
talking about pro. Impact and, who's a better player and not pro, because Tyler Hansborough is not a better pro than anybody. Richard Rip Hamilton.
Legend.
Who is better? Who had a better impact?
Hansborough.
Really?
Yeah, for 4 years.
See, it's
Like
hard to get.
Rip wasn't. Rip played for 4 years, 3
He
years.
played
Played
three.
for three.
He played three.
All right, so I
Got
don't
a
really
national
remember him
championship.
his freshman. Right, he does. I don't remember him his freshman year.
He was good. He averaged
Okay,
60
well,
points
remember
a game.
Can't hold that
sophomore.
against him.
No, but I remember. People remember Tyler Hansborough's freshman year. Like that's
No, you remember it because you were neglecting your kids and you were.
he was freshman of the
Watching Tyler
year.
Hansborough.
He was freshman of the year. He was freshman of the year. Like he came in immediately impacted the program. When like all right, they just came off a national championship and it's like all right, everybody left. Carolina's going to suck again. Oh, he's like, "Oh, no we're not. I'm here now and I'm taking over."
Taking over.
That's what he said. He
might have
said
said
that in a press conference. He said, "I'm here now and I'm taking over."
Let me look at Riff's numbers. You're right. I don't remember. He didn't have the impact. He didn't have an impact his freshman year.
It's his sophomore year where he broke out.
Yeah. And he was a better pro than I expected. I didn't expect this from him. Did you?
He was a great pro. No, he was
you expect
a
that, though?
phenomenal. No. No way. Not exactly the way he played either. Like he had a little bit of like Reggie Miller in him, the way he played.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
I wasn't expecting that.
But it is hard to find a 4-year player because once again, if you're
You
good,
just find someone.
no.
Chuck,
But
just
Troy
find
through the
someone that was an
4
All-American in his freshman year.
But then
That
they
was All-American
leave.
all 4 years.
But they leave. They leave. Who's better, Wayman
Player
Tisdale
of the year.
or who? Wayman Tisdale or Tyler Hansborough?
Tyler? That's a good
Why?
one.
Because he played 4
I'll
years.
probably still go with. No.
Then Wayman
It's a good one
Tisdale?
I said it's a good one because I was a big Wayman Tisdale fan. Like I remember him.
Freshman of the
You know what?
year.
I don't
led the
remember
nation
him.
in scoring as a freshman. Scoring
Did he
and
win a national
rebounding. He left
championship?
after his sophomore year.
Did he win a national championship?
No, he left after sophomore year.
Did he win a national championship his freshman year?
No.
Okay.
But he was playing against guys
Not better
who
than
were
Tyler
like in
Hansborough.
school for a long time.
Yeah, like Wayman was a great player.
He was a great player.
Great collegiate
He only
player.
played 2
Another
years. He had a
Oklahoma
great
guy.
freshman year.
Another Oklahoma guy that you could have brought up is Blake Griffin. Blake played for 3 years, right?
I thought about that. He didn't win a national championship though.
He got killed by Hansborough.
Yeah, but listen, he led the nation in scoring and rebounding, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He was a great player.
He was a great
It's hard
player.
to find. It's hard to find like a comp to Tyler Hansborough because, like I said,
It is.
Most people who have that freshman year that he had, they're leaving. They're going. He stayed 4 years.
And not only did he stay 4
Tim Duncan
years,
didn't have a great freshman year. He was okay.
but he was always a player of the year candidate for 4 years. You can't just gloss over that. You have to throw that in. You have to throw it in. You can't just say he played 4 years. That's the reason why we're having this conversation. No, he was great for 4 years.
Would Wayman Tisdale have been great for 4 years?
Yes, he would.
Would Michael Jordan have been great for 4 years?
Who?
Would like if they stayed in school, like if these players stayed in school, if give me somebody. What's that Illinois team that you like? Who they all left early.
Yeah.
None of them stayed. Nobody stayed.
But still, even if he stayed for 4 years, it doesn't mean he would have won a championship. William Tisdale. You know what I mean? Like Hansborough stayed for 4 years, and he has the hardware in those 4 years. It's not like he just stayed for 4 years and did nothing. He actually won hardware.
I agree with that. I guess what I'm saying is it's hard to find a comp because you're going to throw, like if I name a player, you're going to be like, well, he only did it for years.
Correct. Right. Right. Like it's hard.
They leave.
Do better research and maybe you'll come up with something.
Oh my goodness.
I need some better research. We'll try it again next week.
Britt was close. Can I get some credit?
It wasn't that close. It wasn't that close because freshman year I didn't even know who he was. Yeah, I thought his name was Dick Hamilton his freshman year.
That was close. All right, what else?
Right, so I think we are close to the end here, fellas. We'll wrap it up. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on social media. Stay tuned for more recaps on the Sixers, more Eagles offseason talk as well. You guys stay safe. Have a good rest of the weekend and a good week.
Thanks, guys. Hey, Chuck, you didn't want to talk about how the Phillies are getting... They're becoming a clown show.
I did not want to talk about them.
You did not want to talk about them?
Well, we have plenty of baseball to talk about.
Huh?